And if that fight doesn't...
I think you'll see the size difference of Conor Benn in this fight. He's bigger. I think it will be tough for him to get back down to 147, but he's got dreams and aspirations to win a world title, and that will be the plan once he beats Chris Eubank Jr on Saturday.
And if the fight with Jake Paul doesn't happen, what's the plan for AJ?
He'll fight in February. We have already agreed our strategy with Turki Al Sheikh for 2026. Yes. But, sorry, one sec. But this would be a run out. You know, we were going to run out on a card in an 8-rounder against a bloke you've never heard of. But now, if we run out, we'll run out against Jake Paul for 50 times more money.
What would you make of people questioning AJ's legacy if he takes this Jake Paul fight? Because them have already started them conversations.
If you want to question the legacy of an Olympic gold medalist and a 2-time world heavyweight champion, who, by the way, after this fight, is going to try and challenge for the world heavyweight title again and fight Tyson Fury, you may have an agenda. One thing I will say is you can't eat legacy. When you're getting an opportunity like this in a dangerous sport and a prize fight, you know, AJ, I said to him last night, I said, you know, if we get this fight, I said, you've never really had a touch like this. You've never really had an easy fight. And some people will say, oh, what about Francis Ngannou? Francis Ngannou borderline beat Tyson Fury. Going into that fight, people were saying, this is a dangerous fight. AJ poleaxes him and everyone goes, oh, what a mismatch. What about the Tyson Fury fight? Do you know what I mean? This, for me, is an easy night's work. And let the geezer go in there. The profile's going to be massive. He's going to come out the other side an even bigger star with a potload of money, and then we go back to our normal work to try and win a world heavyweight title. The Zone have said, what do you want to do? And I've said, if it's real, I want to take the fight. And we'll work out a way to make it happen. The Zone have never been restrictive for us of giving fighters great opportunities. They did the same thing with Katie Taylor. You can't stand in the way of a person like this to fight Jake Paul. You know, otherwise we're going to fall out. And that's why the Zone are always very fair.
Eddie, both Eubank and Conor were fired up there, a bit more respectful this time.
Yeah.
Who does round 13 favour going into this one?
I personally feel like the younger, fresher man that gains from the experience. This ain't going to be easy. Do you know what I mean? Like the reality is, Eubank, I don't particularly like the guy. He clearly don't like me. I respect him. He's a tough guy. He's got a lot of pride and he's got a lot of heart. He's not going to make it easy. But Conor, like you spend time in the gym. He was awful, right? Even by his own admission. Tony Sims says, what was he doing? Don't get me wrong, he showed blood, guts, heart, all the things that are admirable. But all he's got to do is box to his capabilities, and he can beat this guy.
And security not being allowed in.
I've never heard of Ivan. I've got fucking clue who Ivan who? Ivan the Terrible? What are you? Eddie Hearn is stopping Ivan from going. Who the fuck is Ivan? I mean, this is bizarre. But I don't know. Maybe I'll speak to Ivan. If he's that big, maybe I'll let him in.
And Jack Catron and Ishmael Davies, big fights on the undercard as well.
It's a great card. I mean, React Tommy Welch is a bit of a strange one. And Adam Azim, Kurt Scooby, it's good fun. Catchell Esserman's a banger. Ishmael Davies is must win. Really good night of boxing.
Eddie, if Conor Benn was to come through Saturday night, how would you see a fight between the winner of Haney and Norman next Saturday in Riyadh?
Look, I mean, he's got to get down to 147 first. But, you know, Conor Benn's a quality fighter. I just hope he shows that on Saturday, because he didn't show it last time, but he showed attributes that are really important. But this time, let's have a cleaner performance and get this done.